Alright my beautiful people, gather around because today's gist is about none other than the woman of grace, talent, and quiet strength, our very own Sonia Uche. If you've been watching her lately, you must have felt that shift in her energy. It's something calm yet powerful, the kind that doesn't scream for attention but somehow grabs every eye in the room. You know that kind of confidence that doesn't need to be loud. That's exactly what Sonia embodies right now. She's glowing differently, moving with purpose, and walking in her own divine rhythm. It's not forced, it's not loud, it's effortless. You can tell she's in her season of peace and power, and it's absolutely fascinating to watch. There's something about the way she carries herself these days. She doesn't even need to say a word, her presence alone says everything. That quiet confidence has become her biggest statement. She's not rushing, she's not competing, she's simply flowing in her lane with so much assurance. When she enters a room, it's like the atmosphere changes on its own. You can feel that calm energy radiating from her. She has mastered the art of being powerful without noise. It's that rare kind of presence that makes people stop and stare even when she's not trying. It's beautiful, it's magnetic, and it's real. And just when people thought maybe things were slowing down around her, Sonia did what she does best, she shocked everyone, quietly. Out of nowhere, she dropped Trust Issues, and my people, before we could even take a breath, the movie had crossed 1.7 million views in just 5 days. Can you imagine that? 5 days only. That's not something you achieve by chance, that's pure hard work meeting grace. In an industry where movies drop almost every day, for one film to rise that fast says so much about her influence and the kind of trust people have in her. It wasn't luck, it was strategy, consistency, and undeniable talent. Now let's talk about that movie for a bit. Trust Issues isn't just a movie, it's an experience. From the very first scene, it pulls you in and holds your heart till the end. It's emotional, it's raw, and it feels real. You can tell Sonia poured her soul into it. Every look, every tear, every pause was intentional. It's one of those stories that touches your heart and makes you reflect on your own life. It talks about heartbreak, forgiveness, pain, and healing, things that everyone can relate to. That's the power of her storytelling. She doesn't just act, she connects deeply. You can feel that she understands human emotions in a way that makes her characters come alive. Another thing that makes Sonia so admired is how intentional she is. Nothing she does ever feels random. Every post, every interview, every move, it all feels like part of a bigger picture. She's not just walking, she's building something meaningful. Even her silence speaks volumes. She's not one to jump into online drama or rush to respond to gossip. She stays quiet until the right time, and when she finally speaks, it's always calm, classy, and clear. That's emotional intelligence on another level. It shows maturity and deep understanding of who she is. In a world where everyone is trying to outshout each other, Sonia reminds us that silence can sometimes be the loudest response. What's even more inspiring is how she stays away from unnecessary drama. You never see Sonia in messy controversies or online fights. She's not chasing clout, she's chasing purpose. While some people use noise to stay relevant, Sonia uses results. And those results speak louder than any words. Trust Issues didn't just trend, it owned the entire spotlight. For days, people couldn't stop talking about it, the emotions, the depth, the storytelling, everything. She proved once again that when you stay focused, disciplined, and consistent, success will find you without you having to shout. You see, Sonia's journey is a masterclass in quiet success. She doesn't brag, she doesn't overpost, and she doesn't need to remind people how good she is. She just drops her work and disappears, letting her achievements do all the talking. And that's real confidence. That's the kind that can't be faked. The moment Trust Issues came out, everyone knew she had done it again. The reviews, the reactions, the love, it was all organic. People connected to it genuinely because the quality spoke for itself. That's what makes her so loved. She's humble, graceful, and real. She wins quietly but powerfully. Right now, there's this buzz around Sonia that you can literally feel everywhere, on social media, in the entertainment circles, and even among fans who just love watching her grow. Everyone is talking about how much she has evolved. You can see it in her glow, her confidence, her composure. It's like she has stepped into her most powerful phase yet. This is not just about fame, it's about growth. Sonia has grown into her own skin, and it shows in everything she does, her acting, her production, her interactions. It feels like she has reached a new level of peace and mastery that only comes from experience. She's not just acting anymore, she's building a brand of excellence. Her fans can sense that something special is happening with her right now. It's like the world is finally catching up with the greatness she's been quietly nurturing for years. Every photo of hers, every clip, every movie release carries this calm assurance that she's where she's meant to be. And honestly, it's so fulfilling to watch. She's glowing differently, and it's not just the light, it's her peace, her purpose, and her alignment shining through. You can tell she's living intentionally, and everything she touches turns into gold because it's backed with sincerity and hard work. And let's not forget one of the most fascinating parts about her unpredictability. You can never fully guess what Sonia will do next. She keeps her audience on their toes, always delivering something fresh and unexpected. Her creativity keeps evolving. Trust Issues is a perfect example of that. The story starts soft and emotional, then takes turns you didn't see coming, leaving you glued till the end. That's her magic. She makes you feel something real every single time. It's not about flashy effect or hype, it's about genuine connection. Each project feels new, different, and refreshing, and that's what keeps her fans so loyal. But you know what truly amazes everyone? It's how she perfectly balances being both an actress and a producer. Those two roles are demanding on their own, yet she manages them effortlessly. When she's in front of the camera, you see emotion, depth, and perfection. When she's behind it, you see vision, leadership, and creativity. She's not just showing up to act, she's curating entire projects from start to finish. The way she selects her cast, crafts her stories, and delivers emotion is pure brilliance. You can tell she doesn't take shortcuts. Everything is done with precision and care. That's not luck, that's the fruit of discipline, planning, and years of experience. Sonia's excellence is not accidental. Every part of her journey shows intentional growth. She's not just chasing quick fame, she's building something lasting. You can feel that purpose in every decision she makes. She's focused on legacy, not just attention. That's why her fans admire her so deeply. She represents consistency, dignity, and authenticity in a world where many are just chasing the next viral moment. Sonia reminds everyone that you can build a respected name by staying true to your values. Her story is a lesson in patience and purpose. She didn't rush her growth. She built it brick by brick, project by project, with determination and grace. And now, she's reaping the rewards. Her name carries weight, her movies carry emotion, and her character carries peace. She's not trying to be like anyone else, she's carving her own path. She's a symbol of how calmness can coexist with strength, how silence can carry power, and how success can be loud even when you whisper. Watching her right now feels like watching someone walk confidently into destiny. Everything about her radiates stability and fulfillment. She's that example of how to win gracefully, how to stay focused in a noisy world, and how to let your work define your legacy. Sonia's journey teaches that being calm doesn't mean being weak, it means being in control. And that's the kind of power that lasts. So yes, my people, it's safe to say that this is Sonia Uche's winning season. Every step she takes now seems to align perfectly with where she's meant to be. The way she's handling her growth, her fame, and her success with so much humility is something worth celebrating. She's not only setting a standard for excellence in Nollywood, but she's also showing young women everywhere that you can achieve greatness without noise, that grace and discipline will always speak louder than drama. Sonia is proof that when you focus on purpose, the world will eventually notice. She's not just an actress anymore, she's an icon in the making. She's teaching everyone that success doesn't have to be loud, fame doesn't have to be messy, and progress doesn't have to be rushed. You can win quietly and still shake the entire industry. So to everyone watching her rise, this is the time to give her flowers. Because what she's doing right now isn't just entertainment, it's inspiration. Sonia Uche is not just acting roles, she's living a story of strength, grace, and legacy. Every movie she drops is a message. Every silence she keeps is wisdom. Every success she earns is proof that calmness and focus can take you far. And as we keep cheering for her, one thing is clear, the best of Sonia Uche is only just beginning. Her story reminds us all to stay focused, stay grounded, and trust our journey. Because like Sonia, when you move with purpose, success follows quietly but surely. So, my people, let's keep our eyes open because with the way things are going, Sonia's next move might just surprise the world again. Until then, let's celebrate this queen for embodying grace, calmness, and excellence in its purest form. Cheers to Sonia Uche, the true definition of quiet power, and the woman whose silence speaks louder than any noise.